Hi, I'm with Bob Thola from Stevensville Rural Fire Department in Montana. We made a donation thanks to Autel Robotics. When was it? About 2 years ago?
It's been a couple of years, yes.
Yeah. So we're just reaching back out to you, and we were just wanting to get a response of first of all, thank you again for your service and dedication you and your team provides for the community that you service. And we really, really appreciate that. Could you tell us a little bit how you've been using the drone, how it's benefited your unit, and some use cases if you got it?
Okay. Well, our main use so far has been on wildland fires. The drone has helped us get a view from the air, get a big picture of the fire early on, which allows us to get better access to the fire, estimate the resources needed if we need mutual aid or not, and also estimate the size of the fire. In one specific case, we had a lightning strike up on a mountainside that the crews could not reach because there were deep ravines in between where the crews were in the fire. By getting the drone up in the sky, we identified some old logging roads that allowed us to drive right to the fire instead of hiking up the hill carrying hand tools to get to that fire. In another case, we had a large grass fire where the extent could not be seen because of the smoke. It went over a hill. We couldn't tell how big the fire was. And again, an important aspect was just getting access. We could identify the best way to get to the other side of the fire. We could estimate the size. We knew that we needed mutual aid resources, so we were able to order those early and get those en route. So that's a huge help just in the size up phase of these wildland fires.
So those two instances alone sounds like it saved not only manpower, but it saved wasted energy of resources trying to get to where you needed to be. Would that be a good summary?
Yes, it sure would. Yeah. For crews to hike up that mountain in the lightning strike case would have taken a lot of time. And by the time they got there, they'd have probably been exhausted. And it was much easier just to drive to the fire and actually put water on the fire.
So I would have to say, it's safe to say that the amount of man hours that you saved in those two instances would have been enough to actually buy one of these assets and put it in use, because it's only like $1,400 for one of these assets now. Wow, that's really good. How many pilots do you have, Bob?
So far, I'm the only one that's operated this drone. We
can help you with that. You let us know.
Okay. We do have one other pilot on our department. He hasn't flown the drone yet, but he just got his Part 107 license. So hopefully we can get him trained to operate it as well.
Excellent. Now, are you using it at all for training, like situational awareness, how to approach, how to attack, or anything like that?
We're using it in training situations. We've had some acquired structures that we've burned, and we've got some excellent video that we can use for training to show our tactics and just fire behavior in general as we watch in the terminal burn when we watch these buildings go. We use it a lot in our pre-planning. We can get views from the air, and then we use those pictures and videos from the drone in our training scenarios. So we can train in the classroom what would happen if we had a fire or an incident at some of these locations. Actually, 3 weeks ago, we trained for a river rescue. And our simulation was that a boat had overturned on the river and some people were stranded on a large island that we have out in the Bitterroot River. That was 3 weeks ago. On Sunday, a boat overturned on the river and there were 2 people stranded on this exact island. Now, 911 was able to pinpoint their location from their cell phone, so we didn't actually need the drone, but we were certainly prepared. We knew where we would launch the drone and what areas we would go to. And again, the biggest thing is getting access for our responders to get to that point, because some of these places are remote and not easily reached. So the drone, again, the biggest thing I think is that access. We can get up in the air and direct responders to where the victims are.
That's amazing. Montana can be pretty harsh, right? I mean, winters wise up there?
Most of the state, yes. We're kind of lucky here in the Bitterroot Valley. We're kind of the banana belt of Montana, but still we get snow and cold weather.
So time's important. Wow, this has been great. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with us about this. We want to continue to help you if we can in any way, shape, or form, from a foundation standpoint. And I can't thank you enough for the time that you and your team take to serve the community that you know.
Well,
Bob,
thank you. Thanks for reaching out, Mark.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure touching base with you again. And if you got any other stories that come along the way, feel free to share them with us, because our goal is to help educate others about the value of drone technology as we
Okay.
work to promote and support underfunded public safety agencies. In fact, all public safety agencies, they can be well-funded or not, but our focus is on underfunded public safety agencies. And then any people that are watching this, we want to encourage you, if you have old drone technology that you're shelving to buy new stuff, keep our foundation in mind, because you can support us with that old drone technology and we can find a new home for it. So spread the word, Bob, with your team. If you know any other departments in need of drones or having old drones, or they want to buy
Okay.
drones, have them contact us.
Okay, will do.
All right. We appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark.
All right.